What is up, YouTube? My name is Danny Fresh. Welcome back to my channel. I got another tutorial for you guys. I have a skin fade with a wand on top. So as you can see, I already started cutting his hair. Decided to record the haircut after I already started. So with my Instinct X clippers, I put the #1 guard on and go all around his head and go all types of directions to make sure it turns out smooth. Here I start my guideline with my Instinct X all the way close, and I just do this all around his head, making sure it's nice and straight. With the lever pushed down, start your second guideline about an inch above the first guideline, making sure it's straight and parallel to the first guideline. After setting your second guideline, you can go back down to the first guideline, close your lever, and tap the bottom line and slowly open it until you get that bottom line all the way out to the second guideline and you have a smooth fade. Now with the half guard, open it all the way up, push the lever down, and tackle the second guideline. As you can see, it's already fading into the #1 that's on top, and this is how I usually do my fades, especially his hair, because I could finish it in 10 to 15 minutes. And as you can see, I haven't got the bulk at the bottom, and I'll usually get that last, so I can be as fast and precise as possible. Here I just take the #1 guard, making sure it's nice and smooth on top because those gray hairs are very stubborn. Here I grab my Oster's detachable clippers to get the bulk down. I have the 5-0 on it right now. I don't always use my trimmers to take the bulk down because I don't want to dull the blades on them, so I prefer to use these, which is quick and easy. It goes through any type of hair. With these detachable clippers, you could cut through anything. Right now I'm fading his beard down to match the top. I start on the top with the lever closed, and then I open the lever, push it all the way down, open up the blade to fade into the rest of the beard. Now I grab my Babyliss shavers and make sure it's nice and smooth at the bottom and have a nice transition to the top. As I get to the top, I flip out so it doesn't make any harsh lines. And it also makes the fade pop a little more. I usually use one side of the foil to get better precision, especially when I'm reaching that top line and behind the ears, because it's harder to get if I flip it the other way. And usually when I get to the back where I have more area to shave down, I flip it just like that. Right here I bring my clippers back so I can do some detail work. Make sure he has a nice and smooth finish fade. Now I grab my trimmers and start edging up. I always start in the middle and then go to the left, and then I'll go to the right. That's usually how I do my edge ups. And just making sure that it's nice and straight. As you finish up with your edge up, always make sure to look in the mirror. The mirror never lies. Now I'm starting to prep up his beard so I can start edging it up and cleaning it up for him. So I start with the #1 guard on his mustache, but I noticed that it's still bushy, so I went in with the half guard with the lever all the way pushed down so the blade is open, and I just carefully go down with it, with the grain, to get any bushiness, any hairs that's sticking up out. And I did the same thing right there at the hair that's at the bottom of his lip. Before I hit it with the number 2 guard, I comb it out, making sure that it fits nicely through my machine. And I go all types of different ways. Don't be scared. Take your time. Go in all types of directions, because those beard hairs likes to go all types of ways, especially at the neck. I'm just taking my time, making sure that I'm getting all those hairs through the machine. I also listen to the machine to see if it actually is cutting. A lot of the times you could go over and over again in the same spot and not hearing cutting or not feeling like it's cutting. But if you just listen to it cut, then you know it actually is cutting. Those are some of the small details that your client will appreciate. Here I'm just making sure that the beard is nice and faded into the skin fade. So I go with the 1.5 guard, I think. And I just slowly go down with my guards to make sure it's nice and faded. And right there, I flip it upside down to make sure that it actually is cutting and fading nicely into the rest of the beard. Right here, I'm cleaning up that bottom area of his beard, making sure that it's nice and smooth as I can with the trimmers first before I hit it with the razors. And I do the same thing with the mustache. And any areas that I feel like it could be troublesome hitting it with the razor, it also makes it a little smoother with the razor if I just edge it up and also get like a slight guideline. So right here I'm edging the beard. I'm edging that side first. I usually do that first, and then I'll go and do the bottom and connect it to the other side. Now off camera, I just turned on my steamer machine as I'm doing this, so it takes a while to turn on and get hot enough. So this is a part of my service that I do with my beard trims. As it's heating up, I'm just cleaning up the bottom of his neck. So as I finish up the bottom of the neck, I'm going to use various products for his beard. I have a shave solution here that is really good. I like to use it because it gives a smooth razor finish. And then after I rub it all in, I usually put on a shaving cream. And this one happens to be a lemon one. It's really good. It smells really good. My clients love it. I'll try to link this up at the bottom if I find it on Amazon. It is commission earned, so you guys know I don't make money doing YouTube yet. So if you guys would like to support me, that'll be a good way to do it. Then you put the hot towel right over the shaving cream to open up all the pores. And with my hand massager, I just make sure I go around. This is to give him a nice relaxing shave. Now I have the steamer going as I'm straight edging his beard with a straight razor, obviously. And I do this so that it can stay moist. That's the purpose of the steamer. It also feels really good and keeps your pores open. But I mostly use the steamer to keep the skin moist so that when I use the razor, it is nice and smooth and it doesn't snag or cut or anything like that. Now, a skill that I think that all barbers should learn is the backhand stroke. Now, it's when you go backwards with the blade like I'm doing right now. And this would actually make it a lot easier when it comes to certain situations, like the mustache area or behind the ear, or just, I don't know, many different areas where you could use it. Now, it takes a little bit to learn, but once you learn how to do it, you can use it for a plethora of things. So just take your time learning how to do it, and I think it's a very important skill and very useful. here I'm edging up the hairline, taking advantage that he's laying back, and just taking a few minutes or a few seconds to just edge it up with a razor. Now that I'm done razoring his beard, I'm going to use this Nishman Hand and Face Moisturizer Cream to make sure his face is nice and moisturized and doesn't dry out. Now to finish it all up, I use a cold towel. Yes, a cold towel. And it closes all the pores instead of using just alcohol that would dry out his skin and could actually make him break out. I use a cold towel instead to do that. And also cleans up the face a little bit, and it feels really good. Everybody that gets it, they love it or they hate it, but most of them love it. Well, here you guys go. This is the finish. This is the after. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell. Also leave any comments down below. See you guys, and God bless.